Oh, hello there. Hey everybody, Argent here. So I haven't done one of these in a while, and I know you might be saying, Argent, you put up a video yesterday and you live stream. No, you live streamed yesterday, you put up a video today, and now you're live streaming. Why are you doing this? Because frankly, I don't have a lot else to do. It's going to be one of those weeks where I kind of get home from work at like 7 or 8 o'clock. Just because there's a bunch of projects I'm going to be doing overtime. And when I'm doing overtime, I just don't really have the energy to go do anything else. So I just kind of get home, eat dinner, and then I like to maybe stream for a while. There's nothing really else I can do in the evening. But yeah, there hasn't been too much stuff on about DSP since the whole Machinima thing came out. But I did see the Q&A stream, so I figure let's have some viewer interaction and let's watch this. There's some good stuff in here. So let me just put this on. Let me just turn this up.
I wondered how a bunch of friends could kick back, talk about sports, live.
Let's put on some quality content. Okay, his camera looks like shit. I mean, seriously, it looks awful. Just people in the chat, let me know if the audio balance is okay.
All right, what's up, everyone?
What's up,
I'm actually here
everyone?
live after finishing my ukulele stream. I just finished the game early, and I've got about half an hour to 45 minutes to basically shoot the shit with Stream Chat. I said, what the hell, impromptu Q&A video, where I'll talk to people in the stream.
Look at how fucking bad the focus is on this. And I'm not really anybody to comment on this, because I don't know, I have a Blue Yeti. I guess that's okay. I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time, but I mean, this guy streams for a living. This is his serious adult job. Look how bad this focus
Stream
is.
Chat, answer their question.
And look at the sweat.
My
Good
hair's all
Lord.
screwed up because I'm wearing headphones.
sweat
I don't
like
care. I'm not
crazy.
going to go do my hair for this video or whatever. So let's see what people say. Let's see what people have to say here on the stream. Let's see what kind of questions they've got. Popsicolo says, if I facepalm, he can turn it into an emote for when we hit 250 subs again. Facepalm like...
Oh, sorry, just a side note, just to derail this. A couple people said they liked the Fallout New Vegas vid. Yeah, I actually did that reaction review a while ago. There's some stuff I have in reserve. Like the Giver one was in reserve. I have a couple other reaction reviews I just did a while back when I had like a day off or something. Just if I don't really feel like doing something, so I'm tired or sick, I just have that stuff in reserve. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Just sometimes when I do stuff like that, like the 5 most alpha Star Wars characters, that was before Carrie Fisher died. So ironically, I'm like, Princess Leia's not looking so good these days. And then she died, so now it's kind of awkward.
this. Or like this. Or like this. How about that? That's a good one. There,
This camera's so shitty. I mean, honest to God,
Plus
take
the
like
Angel asks,
300
any plans
bucks.
on playing Danganronpa 2 in the future before Part 3 comes out? Well, here's the thing. I gotta finish Part 1 first, which I am going to be going back to shortly. I am going to be playing it again to finish it up. Do I want to play Part 2?
I mean, this is
Sure.
1080p
I mean, Part
and it
1
looks
is
like
great.
shit.
Right.
Oh my God.
But we already know now from Part 1 that the game is quite long, like 30 to 40 hours long.
Okay,
and
I'll
it's a
just
ton
skip
of meat.
ahead.
It's
This
not a
is
playthrough that I can do
unbearable.
on to back is a good idea, because that what'll happen is they'll create the first chapter of it, so maybe like the first couple hours, all right? But then after that, they're not going to let you continue to do a let's play of it because it's a narrative-based game. And
So, someone in the chat says he could just buy an iPhone. He does actually have a brand new iPhone and rig it up with a Bluetooth mic to get better quality. Yeah, like my shitty vlogs I do are shot on my S7, and I mean, I like to think like they don't look that good because I'm holding it and I shake because of my medication because I drink too much caffeine. But if I was to put this camera on a tripod, it would look great. Like a lot of people will do live streams with iPods. Like I've seen people at like events, like if you're at a conference or something, and they want to stream something. A lot of people use iPods on Wi-Fi or iPhones on Wi-Fi, and that works perfectly well.
if the whole story gets leaked onto YouTube within a week of the game being out, basically no one's going to buy the game, or at least that's what Spike Chunsoft feels. Now, I agree and I disagree. I agree because it is, unlike most other games I play, the Danganronpa series is very much all about the story. There's almost no gameplay in it at all. It's mostly just the story. So I can see if the story leaks right away, yeah, they might have an issue here where people
I have
won't
no idea what
buy a game.
Danganronpa
But
is, so let's
I also disagree.
continue.
Finish Danganronpa 1 first. Let's see what happens, right?
Now, there's actually like something kind of major I wanted to talk about regarding Phil, which is why I did this. But we'll wait till we get to something relevant, and then I'll pontificate.
See if come the summer, if there's downtime and I want to play Danganronpa 2. If not, save it. Save Danganronpa 2 for when there's downtime in the future, right? And then, maybe if I wait a while, a few months to a year or whatever, maybe they won't care about a playthrough of Danganronpa 3. Just sucks I can't do it as a new release, but there's not much I can do about it, okay? Woobeg asks, if I had to choose, which game has worse netcode, Vanilla Mortal Kombat 10 or Street Fighter 5? Street Fighter 5 had worse at launch. Street Fighter 5's improved over time. Kind of the same thing with Mortal Kombat 10. The original netcode of Mortal Kombat 10 was terrible, but then after like a
these
year,
are the
they
worst
patched
questions.
it.
Okay,
And
let's get
Aliens
to the
Colonial
good
Marines was a horror game just for all the other different reasons. Completely wrong ones. Yes. Tour With Me asked, what are my thoughts on the next Call of Duty being World War II? Sounds fun. All right. I have two things to say. Number one, I'm actually excited because, like I told everyone, the past few years, the past 2 to 3 Call of Duties, the multiplayer has been absolutely terrible because it became all about double jumping, wall running, kill streaks, summon a million fucking drones, transform into a dog and swat people. Garbage. That's not what Call of Duty was made to be. That's not what the franchise was supposed to be. And just because they evolved it for...
Okay, so everybody, I just like you to get ready. Brace yourselves because you might cringe so hard that you fall out of your chair and hit your head. Apparently, Phil made $2,400 in donations on Twitch last month, which is to put that into context. That's American, so that's like what I make after taxes and after conversion rate. Actually, let me go on a little field trip. Let's see here. USD to CAD. Let's see, how much is $2,400? Yeah, that's roughly what I make every 4 weeks. So that's depressing. That's not including Patreon. That's not including... I might have to do an update of my income for DSP. Because it looks like I might be right.
For the kiddies doesn't mean that it's good. It just means that they watered it down to shit. And anyone who's a serious adult who plays games without...
Oh, and I'm not complaining about how much money I make. I just want to make that clear. Like, I actually don't make bad money considering how much experience I have and where I am in my career. And I get health benefits and stuff. I'm just trying to make a point that I'm like a white-collar worker with, like, graduate-level education. And this asshole makes the same amount of money.
I want to fucking play that shit. It sucks, okay? You saw how little I played Infinite Warfare's multiplayer. I played like twice and I was done. I couldn't stand it anymore. So from a gameplay perspective, I'm excited that the next Call of Duty is going to be a throwback to World War II. But, that being said, isn't it funny that Battlefield realized...
No more World War II games. I'm tired of them. They're so fucking petty. They keep releasing them.
Is that they needed to go backward,
No more.
you know, to a previous time, to an older school game, in order to get people to play it again. And therefore, Battlefield 1 came out last year and was very successful. Isn't it funny that all of a sudden Call of Duty decides to do the same thing right after Battlefield? And it's funny because, it's so dumb. Do I think there's going to be a sales increase this year because they're going to World War II? I don't think so.
Honestly, my favorite Call of Duty game was Black Ops 2. I think it was, because I really liked the flashback missions. Like in Call of Duty 2, you had all these, like, flashbacks. So there's a cool flashback where you got to go and fight in Angola. And that was really cool. Then there was a flashback mission in Afghanistan where you were able to... where you got to ride around on horses and stuff, and Black Ops 2 is pretty good.
I don't think so at all. I think that honestly, yeah, they may actually have some people come back to the franchise because they changed it back to old school. But I think just in general, Call of Duty as a franchise is dying because it's too much oversaturation.
Yeah,
Shout
Call
out
of
to
Duty
Level
needs
Power
to
who
die.
just resubscribed to the channel for the 5th time in a row. Thank you, Level Power. Appreciate that. Gilgamesh X Saber asks, am I excited for Tekken 7? I am and I'm not. Let me explain. I'm pumped for Tekken. There hasn't been a new Tekken game in how many years? I mean, the last one I played was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, right?
Okay, let's
It's not
skip
going to be
ahead.
an equal playing field when this game comes out.
Okay, who
It's
cares?
not an equal playing field. And it's dumb in that regard.
It's not an equal playing
See, it depends on how long Outlast 2 is. Plus, I got a ton of reviews and things to do. I got vlogging to do. I got a lot to do this week. Next week, I've got my Worst Games Ever Marathon, the Neo DLC, Prey, okay. A week after that, we've got Injustice
What is he doing?
2. That's going to take up a ridiculous amount of my time, okay. Then after that, we've got Star Trek VR. Then in June, we've got Tekken 7. E3, of course, to cover.
What is he looking
so it
at
all
the
depends.
stream chat?
It all
Like, what
depends on
is
what's
that?
going on with everything. There's also going to be a new Patron's Choice playthrough as long as I hit the funding this month, what it looks like I'm going to on my Patreon. So, am I interested in playing Final Fantasy 12? Sure. A remaster of it? Okay. But I doubt it's going to happen anytime soon. Just being real here.
I've never played a Final Fantasy
Plus,
game.
Persona
Nor
5's
do
out.
I
If
intend
anything, I'm going to go back to Persona 5 during the summer before I start another RPG.
By the way, I'm super salty about Persona 5 not coming out on the Switch. Because I was actually going to like buy a Switch once Persona 5 came out. Because I just finished Persona 4, which I gotta say, I have to do a reaction review of Persona 4. Persona 4 is probably like a 10 out of 10, one of the best video games I've ever played. Persona 3 is not as good, but it's still like good. And I was just really excited for Persona 5, but it's not coming out on the Switch because Nintendo are assholes.
Stormforce Gamer says, how am I going to do my E3 coverage this year? Probably the same as I always do. I'll be watching the conferences
Okay,
live
guys.
if I can.
Okay, guys, this is partially why I decided to do this video. Okay, guys, I want you to get ready for some cringe.
Reacting with you guys in the stream chat, but then I'll take notes, and then I'll make the videos about them, because, I mean, yeah, stream your live reaction, stream your live reaction. You may not realize this, but when I watch stuff, I don't go, wow, oh, ah, oh, oh. I don't do that, because I'm not a fucking Muppet. Like all these idiots who do it on YouTube, and
Okay, now that you're permanently scarred, need I remind you of Video Game Land? We make our own rules. Made by Hideo Kojima. Welcome to Video Game Land.
on stream on Twitch. That's not me. I'm a human, and I don't overact when I fucking watch stuff. So probably here would be me watching. This would be me watching E3 coverage.
So he's a real human being. Yeah, so he's basically saying that he's a real human
that's cool.
being and a real hero.
Oh, it's coming out then. That's awesome. Okay. That's me. I'm a real human. I'm not an asshole.
I'm a real
overacting
human
like a
being.
fucking Muppet to make views and whatever. So I don't think anyone would even care about live reactions. If you watch them, you would hate my live reaction.
I could have like that sound effect, and I could go and look for a video with a real human being playing, but I don't really.
I would rather take all the information down and then make a video that's edited that will have content in it that's informative to you and it covers all the points, and it's not me going ow, oh, ah, like a fucking idiot. And that's the truth of it. Yeah, I know if I did live reactions, people would probably come on and cheer and send me tips or whatever. And honestly, it's not that big.
Okay, let me just think about this for a minute. So you have a guy who does Let's Plays for a living. Okay, so he does Let's Plays. So what he does is he watches a video game and he comments over it. Okay, so that is his job, that is his serious adult business. And he's complaining about people who do live reaction videos. I don't get it. That's what he does for a living, is live reaction.
Of a deal, you know what I mean? Like to get the extra for the day or two that I'll be doing E3 coverage, it's not that huge of a deal. I seriously do not agree with live reactions. I think they're dumb as fuck.
Well, isn't this live reactions? Like, isn't this... I mean, I guess... Okay, here's the thing, and this is kind of the problem, because I wanted to do live commentary of one of the debates. The issue is if they're constantly announcing, like if they're constantly talking and there's not really a way for you to pause or like some quiet parts for you to give some analysis, that it is just you making like noises like that.
Fuck, and they're fake as fuck. 95% of them are garbage. There are people acting for dumb, ignorant people to watch and say, oh, it's so funny the way that they reacted to that, when it's not even real.
Okay, let's just re-listen to that, because the level of irony here, and that's one of the great things about Phil. He has no self-awareness.
Big of a deal, you know what I mean? Like, to get the extra for the day or two that I'll be doing E3 coverage, it's not that huge of a deal. I seriously do not agree with live reactions. I think they're dumb as fuck, and they're fake as fuck. 95% of them are garbage. There are people acting for dumb, ignorant people to watch and say, oh, it's so funny the way that they reacted to that, when it's not even real.
Well, that's what he does. If you've ever seen Phil play a game, he has the fucking fakest laugh of all time. He's like, let's see. Roger Hardy is asking, what's the deal with DSP and why does the entire gaming community hate this man? It is... it's a hard question to even go into. DSP is kind of like Chris Chan with more agency. The thing about DSP is he's just a meme, and part of why he's a meme is because he's on all day, like 20 times a day. DSP has more YouTube videos than any other person on the website. If you put all his videos together, he probably may have like over 50,000 videos. He streams all day, like every day. He puts everything about his life online. And it's just constant. And there's just always bizarre drama going on.
Of course I'm looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2. Celtics456 asked that question. Of course I am. Are you kidding me? I'm loving it. I can't wait. I love Red Dead Redemption 1. We haven't had a full-fledged Rockstar game in years, right? The last Rockstar game was Grand Theft Auto 5. So it's going to be awesome to get that.
Of course Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't coming out on PC. That's sad. It's sad. I mean, I really like Red Dead Redemption 1. I have to do a reaction review of it. It's on the list. Don't worry. It's coming sooner or later. I actually don't like the GTA games, but I really love Red Dead Redemption.
Insulting tip that I'm not going to read. See, that's the thing. People think that if they tip me or they do something like a cheer or whatever, if they do an insulting one, that I'm going to fucking still read it. No. Fuck you.
Okay, somebody actually got him. Somebody sent in a tip that the attached thing was 1488. We must ensure a future for white children, or we must ensure a future for our people. And he read it on air, and that was amazing.
Guys just blatantly did it to insult me for $1. Yes, no, you don't get to insult me for $1, idiot.
You're gonna have to pay $5. You get forum access.
Chachomaru asked, what was my SAT score when I applied for college? I can't remember.
Okay, guys, are you ready for some epic bullshit? This is like the fakest shit I've ever heard.
Remember. I mean, that was so long ago. It was high. Actually, it was funny because I was the second highest in my school. When we tested for the SATs, for those who don't know, because people might not know what it is.
Okay, so he doesn't know what his SAT score was, but he knows it was the second highest. Really? Like, that seems very specific. I mean, if anybody's wondering, in Canada, we don't have SATs or anything like that. I had a 83% average when I graduated high school. Canadian American grades work a little different, so that's higher than an American equivalent.
The SAT is a placement exam that high school students in the United States take, and based off of how you perform, it could actually allow you to get into better colleges or universities, okay? Kovorus did a 10-bit cheer. He says, when are you going to dye your hair for the kiddies and act like a legit YouTube gamer? When do you think I'll dye my hair, folks? Anyway, I think you know I'm not like that. But anyway, so the SAT placement exam, everyone gets to take it at least once, if not twice, while you're in high school. I took it twice, and I ended up being the second highest in my high school. The highest scoring person was actually this kid who was like this underachiever. This kid basically was apparently hyper smart, but no one knew it because his grades in school were like C's. And everyone, after he scored like insane, I think he got like a perfect score. And the teachers even like took him in, like the guidance counselor and his parents had a conference, and they're like, "Kid, why the hell did you score? Why did you not apply yourself to schoolwork if you're this smart?" And he's like, "I don't give a fuck," which is pretty funny.
Okay, that's like the fakest story I've ever heard. Like, he's like, oh, I can't remember what my score is. Okay, you know, Phil, like, if he's the kind of guy, if he had that on a piece of paper, he would have framed it, and he'd be like, it would be hanging on the crappy soundproofing behind him. But yeah. Oh, by the way, does anybody get the joke in the title? If anybody gets the reference to featuring some white dude, let me know.
But I was the second highest, but for the life of me, I could not remember what the score was.
No, can't remember.
I don't even remember what the scoring range is. Isn't it like based? Is the top score you could get on the SAT 1600 or 1800? I don't even know what the scoring system is.
I don't even know.
So I couldn't even answer that.
It is what it is. But I digress.
Be the Boom says, am I going to play Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor? Am I going to play Middle Earth Shadow of War? And what are my thoughts on the Hop movies? The first 3 movies are based on 3 books.
He's such a doofus when he reads these. I mean,
King Gokin asks, am I going to buy another Nintendo Switch? Well, first of all, the question really should be, when could I even buy a Nintendo Switch? Because they don't exist. That no one around here has them in stock at all. Apparently, just like you would expect, when they get in stock, they sell out within a couple hours because of the idiots who think that there's some reason to own the system when in reality there's not. There was Zelda. There's the Street Fighter game that's fucking just basically Street Fighter 2 HD remix again with 2 new characters coming out. Oh my god, excuse me. After that, there's nothing until Mario Kart. I don't care about Mario Kart. I already played on Wii U. It's the same fucking game. I think the next actual game that I would want to play on that console is in late July, Splatoon 2. I would like to maybe try.
These are like the most boring questions ever. Okay, so someone guessed it. So featuring some white dude is a reference to Tevin. He always calls himself the black dude, and in his latest one on DSP, which was about machinima, it was Let's Endure DSP's Machinima Madness featuring some white dude. But no, getting a Switch, I actually kind of agree with him on this. There's no reason to get one now. I mean, they're breaking constantly, and there's nothing out for it. I remember when when the Wii came out, I bought a Wii immediately just because I wanted to play Twilight Princess. And, that was worth it. If I could go back and buy a Wii again, would I? I'd probably wait for a price drop on it. I mean, Nintendo just doesn't release much on their consoles these days. Except for the 3DS, which I have and I love.
Will any stores have it by late July? I guess we'll find out.
Probably not.
And go from there. But right now, there's no reason. Why on earth would I buy another Switch? It's just going to sit here and collect dust. So there's no reason for me to buy one. What the hell? Midnight Strike Force says, Phil, life or hometown? Which one? I don't even know what you're referring to. Life or hometown? You stumped me. I don't even know what that means. Jackson Hero's been asking all day if I'm going to get my Switch fixed. He must not be aware that I returned it. Because when I had it, there was none in stock, and they had no idea when they were going to get more. And I wanted to play Zelda right away. I didn't want to wait. And going through Nintendo's support system, what was I going to wait 2 months to get the fucking thing back? In which case, what do I want it for? Because I want to play Zelda on it. So I returned it. I returned the broken one. All right. I switched it out, yes. Will I be playing any Mafia 3 story DLCs? No. Mafia 3 is done. That game was not good. The game was not very good. Because of the choices they made with that game, it was not one of my favorite games of the year, really. It was one.
Okay, we'll get back to this in a minute. DSP in one of his blogs, when he was talking about when he made his parents pay to fly out to his house in Washington and clean his house for him because he didn't want to do it. And he made his parents stay in a hotel, of course, when they came. But it is what it is. I digress. So in that video, he has trash in his garage, like rotting garbage, that's been there for the last 2 years. And he couldn't be bothered to throw out the garbage because he's like, I can't take time away from the business. If I take time away from the business to throw this garbage out, I can't pay my bills.
one of the most disappointing games of the year, and I have no desire to go back to it. So the answer is no. I will not be playing any Mafia DLCs.
Mafia 3 looked like shit, to be honest. What is he doing? Does he forget the camera's on or something?
When is Poorly Cooking with the King coming back? Probably never. I told you all many times that I did all the recipes that I knew in that series. I did it to death.
So he knew like 3 recipes? 3. Okay, I forget how many he did.
And I ended it logically when there was no other things to put out for it. And I am working when Leanna cooks. And other people are like, well, why don't you do it with Leanna and have her do her real recipes and film that and release a new series, like Cooking with the Queen? Because I'm not down there. I'm working right now. She'll be working right now. Pretty soon she'll be working on dinner. I'll be right here.
What kind of fucking logic is that? Why can't you Cooking with the Queen and film Leanna? Well, because I'm here. I'm here. Well, then just get your camera, walk downstairs, and film her. It's like he always acts like these things are a mystery. He has no agency. He's like, okay, well, just one evening, go down and film her, and like it's just
working. So I'm not there to film it, and I can't not work to go film dinner. Let's see. Am I hyped? Doom Knight says, am I hyped about Dynasty Warriors 9? They announced it as an open world game. I don't know, man. Like, the Dynasty Warriors franchise has been done for a while. You notice there hasn't been a game in many years. Because it's just the same thing over and over. They really didn't, even the last 2 games were almost identical. They didn't really add any innovations or anything to them. Unless there's like something drastically changed about Dynasty Warriors 9, I don't know if I'll play it. Because it's just going to get boring after a little bit. It really is a grind game. That's like the...
Okay, I've never played Dynasty Warriors. They do look like shit, though. I got Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, and I was in denial over how shitty it was. But it's awful.
Purpose of the game.
It's so bad. That was a waste of money. I mean, I guess there's lots of good waifus in it, but it's waifu warriors.
803030 says, will I play Fallout 1 and 2 or Fear 1 since I did 2 and 3? I mean, it's possible, but that would be a retro throwback series. That would have to be something people would want, you know? That's what I say when I do events. And right now, my patron goal for this month is the Patron's Choice playthrough. That's the kind of thing you can do with that, is nominate and vote on a game that you want to see. Like, you want to see Fear 1, then you got to pledge and get in on that event. That's kind of the point of the Patron's Choice playthroughs. But no, I wouldn't just drop everything current that I'm doing to play an old game like that. Will I be playing Prey opening hour on the 27th? It's the first hour of the game demo. No, because I'm playing the actual game. So why would I play the demo on the 27th if it's going to be the first hour and I'm just going to play it again the week later? No.
Because it's a preview. Because people are like curious. It's building hype. Okay.
No, I'm not doing that. Yaturity says Ferris Bueller or Breakfast Club. Ferris Bueller's a much better movie. Breakfast Club's okay, but I think Ferris Bueller's a great movie. Very funny. Ugh. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden. I was actually fine playing the game, and all of a sudden I'm yawning like crazy. Weird.
Your life is so stressful, Phil.
Fluttershy 1970 says, Phil, will you bring back the Hate Live, and will you stream it on Twitch? And will you talk about wrestling on it? Well, here's the thing. And I did enjoy doing Hate Live. I did. I actually liked it.
Well, he decided to bring it back.
Live stream Hate Live. Good idea. Because if I live streamed Hate Live...
Okay, let's see here.
A lot of people are saying they loved Hate Live and they wish I would bring it back, so maybe I will.
I kind of want to do a Let's Do Hate Live.
Vikings did a 100-bit cheer. He said, Hate Live hype.
Okay, I have to look into Brightside Vikings someday because I hear him mentioned a lot. Apparently he's like kind of a beta orbiter of DSP, and he just like is some wealthy guy from Scandinavia who gives him a lot of money. Maybe he's like some brilliant troll who's just like keeping Phil going out of spite. I don't know.
And now Holland the Deep did a 100-bit cheer. He said, Hate Live hype. StarCraft Remastered, Orcs Dork 7, nice name. Asked, will I ever play StarCraft Remastered? You know, there's certain game genres that I've tried, all right? I've played it pretty much every time. One of the ones that really just never worked out was RTS. The very few RTS games over the years that I've played really didn't catch anyone's interest. StarCraft, I love the series, and I played StarCraft 2 when it was new, and no one really cared. I don't think I'll be playing RTS games. Just say.
He can't play RTS games because he's not smart enough to play RTS games. And can you imagine? Actually, okay, I'm on the fence because he would be shit at it, but it could be funny. The issue is, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can enjoy someone playing an RTS. There's people who are like super good at it. They practice. They got macro. Then there's people who like the lore of the RTS and can talk about the units and can maybe talk about military history or can kind of talk about the lore or something. And back when I did Command and Conquer Let's Plays and they aren't up because they didn't record very well, Phil's not smart enough to play RTSs.
They just don't seem to pique anyone's interest.
Well,
Number 87 with 13-bit cheers. Just fuck it, we'll do it. Hate live. Holland the Deep says, what is the next sports game that I'll be playing? I don't know. I was going to play MLB, but then it turned out that a bunch of other stuff happened. Like, for example, I was going to do MLB at the end of March, and then the Dark Souls 3 DLC got announced for that same week. And I was like, well, that's it for MLB for that week, right? And that's kind of seems what's been happening. I mean, MLB, the thing is, it's a sports game. It's not a game that I had to play when it was new. Maybe during the summer downtime I'll play MLB.
Oh, fuck it, I don't
but honestly, it's really the only game I'm interested in.
Sports games are cancer. Like racing
Plus, the Angel says to confirm, I'm not going to be playing Fire Emblem in May because of Nintendo claims. First of all, I probably wouldn't play Fire Emblem to begin with. It's an RPG. Right now, I'm already in the middle of Danganronpa, and I got Persona 5 on hold. I don't think I would want to start another RPG right now. But if it is a Nintendo title, chances are, we get claims too. So it's kind of a double whammy why I'm not playing Fire Emblem.
Well, fuck you. He's never played Fire Emblem. Okay, DSP isn't smart enough to play Fire Emblem. To play Fire Emblem, you actually have to not be completely retarded. And I know I say this as someone who plays the new games on casual, but I don't really play them on hard casual. So I guess I get a bit, but no, to even play Fire Emblem on normal casual, you have to not be completely moronic. Fire Emblems are a thinking man's game. They're also for people who like story and characters and strategy and exploring things. The Fire Emblem games aren't really something you just do what DSP does and you just rush through. Snort.
Be the Baby asks, will I play Valkyria Chronicles during the summer downtime? It's a perfect since it's a long strategy third-person shooter hybrid game. Right now, my plans.
I tried Valkyria Chronicles.
Are very simple.
It was just too hard.
I'm gonna either do a Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin run or a Bloodborne: The Old Hunters DLC Redemption run. One or the other. I also maybe will be replaying a Grand Theft Auto game since all of my Grand Theft Auto playthroughs are now destroyed on YouTube. All the music is either muted, the videos are blocked. It's terrible. The playthroughs have been demolished.
Okay, so somebody's asking me to stop this and to do rage, hate, failure. He can only play visual novels where you cannot fail. Yeah, but he's bad at. Well, he's pretty bad at them. And there's a guy who does that. Yeah, there's if you ever see Captain Chaos, he reads visual novels. Oh, which is nice because I really like Tsukihime and Fate Stay Night, and he's one of the few people who actually did a full read through of them. Yeah, I like Captain Chaos. Yeah, this was back when for DSP Tries It, he did I think it was Axe Body Spray.
I hate these fucking characters. They don't belong in the game. They don't play like Tekken characters.
Well, I'm dead because the guy spawned fucking behind me and shot me in my back. I lost 61,000, dude. This game's pissing me the fuck off. Now I have to turn my controller off.
I just don't think I'm that good at reading
this
things.
Sucks. Jump! It didn't jump! Fuck!
like just reading off of a
I
screen.
never do videos like this.
I definitely need to do a reaction review of Tsukihime at some
I
point.
feel like I
So I
need
love
to do about this to
Tsukihime.
tell people exactly who this person really is. And it's a shame because I've been subscribed to this person since 2008. I loved all of his work, and today I unsubscribed from all of his channels because of the arrogance, the amount of asshole, and the amount of bullshit he spewed from his mouth. There is so much.
Okay, someone was asking what the shower scene was. For DSP Tries It, he was like trying out Axe body wash, and he like filmed himself in the shower.
Shit coming out of his mouth. It's ridiculous. The person I'm talking about today is DSP, also known as Darkside Phil, also known as Phil Burnett.
Now it's going to turn into a horror show. Now it's not the game anymore.
Hey, it's
no longer
Mr.
about the game. You may be
Murkford.
clicking on something thinking,
How
I'm
the
going to see a
fuck
Let's
was?
Play Dark Souls, or I'm going to see a Let's Play of
Jimmy
I don't know,
Richmond.
pick any fucking game you want. But that's not what you're going to see anymore. You're going to see people like Darkside Phil looking at you, and 1,000 other people. Because that's what the show is. It's not the video game you've come to watch anymore. It's this smug cunt. That's what you're paying to watch.
Quote unquote haters or your fans, I'm talking directly to you. Phil, you play video games for a living. You have probably one of the easiest jobs in the world. You should be thankful for that every day you fucking live. Every day you should look at it as a gift. But you look at it as something that's owed to you, something that should stick to you forever. Well, Phil, here's a harsh reality. In real life, ain't shit owed to you, and it never will be.
You got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way. This guy thought he was hot shit because he beat me and Troy in a game that was like, it's like fucking Neo Geo conversion of Street Fighter or some crap.
Okay, actually, we're gonna take a slight field trip because Tevin uncovered this, and this is like the fucking craziest thing ever. So, okay, so this is like the craziest shit of all time. Okay, so Mike Watson, who's like some professional Street Fighter player, was at a panel, and he just said that DSP was like a piece of shit. He said that DSP was like just like this awful person he failed at Street Fighter. So then there's this kid, like this kind of like autistic, I think he's like Hispanic, like some autistic mestizo guy, who made a video defending DSP. And SoCal Regionals, which is like I think it's Southern California, like Street Fighter tournament, wanted DSP and Mike Watson to come and play against each other. And I mean, it's the huge story involving let's just watch the video and maybe people are like aware of this whole thing. This is a real trailer. This is not a joke. This is what they made as a promotional video.
So, quick video. You know DSP, the Darkside Phil? Well, first he had a fight with Hutch. Now he has a fight with this crazy fat beep.
So, to be honest, Mike Watson, been playing for a pretty long time, probably since Street Fighter 2 came out.
Like, there's 3 people, and one guy's interviewing all these 3 people. They're supposedly players. And he's asking these people just common questions.
At your funeral, would you rather they play the Karate Kid theme or the theme from Top Gun? Theme from Top Gun, theme from Top Gun.
The other 2 people, they don't mention anybody. They say it, they say nice.
Nobody knew how to play that game, so I capitalized on people sucking.
The middle guy, supposedly his name is Mike Watson. I have no idea who he is.
In 2005, I think it was, the 3 of you were absent from ST Top 8.
And he goes on insulting DSP. I have no idea who he is.
You got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way. I like to get that on YouTube.
Crazy fat beep.
But this guy thought he was hot shit because he beat me and Troy in a game that was like, it's like f***ing Neo Geo conversion of Street Fighter or some crap.
And then, in the middle of his outburst, a fan, a DSP fan, obviously, in the crowd, he yells,
You got 20,000 subscribers on YouTube.
20,000 idiots are subscribed to him. That's great. Congratulations.
He should have said DSP has 40,000 subscribers on one of his channels.
One of his channels.
Congratulations with your YouTube channel, and hope you enjoy your life, bro. I mean,
He should have defended him a little more, but he might not be that intelligent on one of his channels. Crazy fat. And now I'm gonna talk to the guy. I'm gonna talk to you, Mike Watson. You got two people, one on one side and one on the other, alright? They're talking, they're like being reasonable, nice, fairly well people. You know what? DSP, I want to say DSP can knock you out in a minute. In Street Fighter and in real life.
It's a great victory, PlayStation 1 Super Turbo Champion. You take that to your grave, bro. Good luck.
He was one of the guests, I guess you can call him, at a SoCal Regionals, basically a Street Fighter convention / tournament.
So this was like a real trailer. So that was actually a trailer that SoCal Regionals put out, and they were hoping that DSP and Mike Watson would go and face each other down.
Get a fucking life. This fucker's played 1,000 fucking matches.
Maybe he is
Are you kidding
Sicilian.
me?
I don't know. I'm just mean.
What a fucking loser. Seriously.
Your girlfriend's an idiot. You shit talks on a game blue stream and then you shit on your fans? You're fucking awful. Kill yourself. Now look at my skeleton!
Yeah, you're so good. I'm gonna let you fucking win so that you can waste your fucking life playing other people. Because I actually like playing fighting games, you fucking idiot. No, you're the bitch because you don't play a fucking fighting game, you stupid cocksucker. Your mother probably shacks you out, you fucking piece of shit. Now, you can as you live in your mom's basement, you can celebrate by eating your whole fucking bag of Doritos and chugging down your fucking Fanta because you gotta win with Destro. You're so good.
Online pattern, can't block it. You win.
Online combo.
I'll hit you 500 times with online auto pattern.
Okay, why does he play online games then? Like, why does he play fighting games online?
Can't block, you're all good.
Yeah,
Combo, what the
they're
fuck?
so bad. I mean, I'm sure they are as shit as he says they are.
500 times online, keep dropping it.
Well, I'm dead. You went black.
Wow. This guy just literally did random special moves the entire round, and now one of them couldn't block. Fucking terrible players. Drops my fucking combo like crazy. So stupid. Every time I get a combo, oh, after 2 hits, you didn't press a button. Sure, I did. Yeah, sure. I got out. What? I can't. What? What happened? I couldn't. What? It didn't work. Are you kidding me? My right thumbstick didn't work. I was holding it the whole time. It didn't work. Oh my god. I lost to a submission. It didn't fuck that. My right thumbstick didn't work. I couldn't get it to move. I was pressing all the other directions to the right.
Okay, well, this is degenerated anyway, so we might as well go to, in my mind, the most infamous thing that DSP has ever done.
Alright, what is up everybody? Darkside Phil here.
This
and
is not a
welcome
joke. He actually
to
did this.
The Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway of 2013. Alright, the very first item I'm giving away is Deus Ex Human Revolution's Collector's Edition content. So let me show you what exactly that is. This is Deus Ex Human Revolution Collector's Edition. Comes with this very nifty collector's box on the inside. Comes with a few things. First of all, collector's edition packaging. As you open that up, you're going to see the game's gone because I traded it in years ago, but it does have the second bonus disc that probably has the behind the scenes content and stuff like that, okay? Yeah, how much would you like to have that autographed by me? Pretty cool.
Who trades in the game from a collector's edition? I mean, I don't get it.
Right? And welcome to week 2 of the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway for 2013. I'd be more than willing to sign Deus Ex, however I looked inside of it, and it looks like it's all dark, like everything's black, so it probably makes more sense to have me maybe sign a few business cards and stuff. So, Felix, when I contact you, please respond back and let me know if you want me to include some signed business cards with this. Hello everybody, DSP and Panda Lee here, and welcome to the week 3 drawing and the week 2 announcement of the winner for the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway.
Hardcore Gaming
And if
Season.
it is shitty, it's your fault.
It's my fault. Ladies and gentlemen, this week we will be giving away Dark Freaking Souls. Now keep in mind, I want to clarify, this is not the game.
It's not the
I
game.
actually traded in several months ago. Because obviously this is a game that will live in infamy when it comes to my playthrough of it. You know, I played it, I made an honest college try to beat the game by my own. I couldn't do it. I was too annoyed by the game. Came back 2 years later and on live stream, you know, cooperatively with other fans and viewers, went through it and did finally beat it. Of course, there's always the whiners who are going to complain about the way that I did it. All right, everybody, DSP here, and what is up? It's time for the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway yet again. We're going to pick...
What the hell is that on his
the
face?
Week 6 winner for the Puppeteer on PS3, and then we're going to actually pick what's going to be the next giveaway. Mass Effect 3 Collector's Edition, but the game's not in it. So to warn everyone, just to show you for full disclosure, no game. However, you get this really cool steelbook case. What is up, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to Week 9 of the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway. Alright, well, it's not a very good one, I'll admit. Nino Cooney, Wrath of the White Witch, came with a really unique and awesome steelbook case. Look at this, full anime drawing artwork, metallic. On the back, there's more. And on the inside, it's fully animated. See that? Fully decorated with artwork from the game. I already traded in the game. Okay, what is up, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to Week 11, Halo 4's Collector's Edition content. Okay. This one is unfortunately not good. I did redeem the other Collector's Edition content. This stuff I already redeemed. That's no good. Look at the card, and
Use the code.
You'll get the case.
The case.
Right here. Let me see. Unfortunately, I traded the game in, but you get this Collector's Edition Halo 4 Steelbook case as well. Right. I'm going to be doing the biggest giveaway ever that I've ever done, and you won't believe what it is when I finally tell you what it is, starting in January. And there's going to be eligibility both on YouTube and on streaming. I'm going to be honest, people on the stream are going to have a little bit more priority if they're a paid subscriber. Smaller 14, let's put it that way. But we've got, next week we'll pick the winner.
Let me see here. There's one more I want to do, and then I'm gonna probably have to go to bed because I have to work. I have to work my serious adult job tomorrow. DSP. Okay, guys, are you ready for the most ironic thing of all time? This is so full of irony and cringe.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video was not planned. This video was not anything that I was thinking of doing. In fact, I was hoping that tonight I could finish up a nice game. I could do a few things around the office and get stuff done. And instead, I'm making this video because I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I have to get something off my chest. I've just completed my playthrough of Broken Age, okay? And for those of you who don't know what that is, I mean, obviously I'm adding this video, I'm making this video as a special final video in my playlist of the playthrough because no one should watch that game or play that game and not have to hear, you know what I mean, get the full story on my thoughts. I'm not going to fully review the game, because quite honestly, I don't think the game deserves a full review. What I'm going to tell you right now are my thoughts regarding this game. When I started playing Broken Age a year and a half ago in January of 2014, I was very pleased. And the reason I was pleased is because Tim Schafer, the guy, the man, right? He was the man in the 90s of the point-and-click adventure game between the tales. Well, first of all, I think didn't he start off with, wasn't it like a Day of the Tentacle or something like that?
What's it
original
called?
point-and-click games I never played. But I played Secret Monkey Island 1 and 2. I had actually played Brutal Legend, which was one of his console games that really didn't do very well. Now, give you some background here, ladies and gentlemen. Give you some background. Also, people are saying that I'm out of sync. I am. I'm going to be a few... I apologize, the sync of my voice will not be 100% synced because actually there will be a little bit of delay between my visual, my moving and my talking because I was live on stream streaming the game, so I didn't have time to adjust my settings. Bear with it. It's the message I'm portraying, not the visuals of me talking that you need to worry about, okay? Basically,
I didn't play
I was
Brutal
a fan of King
Legend.
Schafer. I played Brutal Legend. A lot of people didn't like Brutal Legend, okay? I played Brutal Legend. I actually liked Brutal Legend, and I thought that it was an underrated game. Now, there were all these rumors going on during the course of the development and the release of Brutal Legend. No, Tim Schafer was an asshole. He didn't do it. He went way over budget on the game. It took way too long to develop the game, which is why it came out so late compared to originally when it was supposed to come out. You know, and all these rumors swirled, and everyone was kind of like, but he's Tim Schafer. He's the man. He used to make all these point-and-click games, so we're going to, trust in him to develop a good product. Okay? And
the irony is
when it
just
came
going to
out,
get
I'll be honest,
more
again,
and
I was very
more
objective.
and more.
I was very objective in my playing of the game. And I liked Brutal Legend, okay? So when it was announced that he was doing this new game, Broken Age, and that he needed Kickstarter backing because after Brutal Legend didn't sell up to expectations, he needed financing to make his next game, but no studio would do it. No publishing studio would give him the money to do it. So he said, well, I've got to find another way. And this is when Kickstarter, this was back in, 2012, I believe? So Kickstarter was just starting to come to the forefront, and it was just starting to become popular, a big thing. And so when he used Kickstarter to fund a game, it was like a big news. Tim Schafer, breaks free of the chains of mainstream publishers to make his next game, Broken Age. And everyone's like, wow, we're excited. What will it be? Is it going to be like Brutal Legend? He's like, no, I'm going back to my...
DSP breaks free of the roots of mainstream publishers, so you won't always have to play what's mainstream and popular. Okay, this is really scary. Let's just go on.
Adventure game, and we were all like,
that's
wow,
what
that sounds good
DSP
to us.
does.
And so finally,
that's why he claimed to start his
2014, it was actually January of 2014, he comes out with this game. Now, it wasn't the whole game. It was Act 1 of Brutal Legend. Okay, it was Act 1 of Broken Age. I liked it. The reason I liked it was a few reasons. Number one, it had the point-and-click formula of games like Secret of Monkey Island. He really did not veer from that formula. He tried to make a throwback point-and-click game. Number two, the story was interesting. There was tons of locations, right? There was the village of Vela. There was this spaceship that Shay was on. There were all these locations throughout the spaceship. All these locations throughout Vela's town, whether it was her original town, whether it was going up to the Sky Town, this place that was down on the beach. There were lots of locations. It was actually really varied. It was interesting, a big cast of characters. And by the end of you playing Act 1 of Broken Age, you were like, damn, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a game that's a Kickstarter game. It plays like kind of almost, not a big budget game, that's for sure, because this day and age, big budget games are crazy, but it was pretty good. And so I was like, great, when's Act 2, and how many episodes will this be? Is it going to be an episodic game or whatever? And then it was never announced. When is this game coming out? We all, Kickstarter backers throw tons of money into this game to make this game happen. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we fucking waited, and waited, and waited for Act 2 to finally come out of Broken Age. Now, it needs to be said what happened in the meantime, because I talked about it on the pre-stream before I even started playing Act 2 of Broken Age, but let me talk about it here. Tim Schafer, in the past year and a half, has proven himself to be an incredibly vocal douchebag who's completely out of touch with the gamers who funded his own game.
Okay, so we have DSP talking about someone who's an egotistical douchebag who's completely out of touch with his fan base.
And basically thinks that he's like some kind of a guru of goodness to the world. He's come out against Gamergate.
A guru of goodness? You mean like DS Positive?
He's come out in support of Anita Sarkeesian. He publicly lambasts people on Twitter for all kinds of things regarding feminism and stuff like that. Now, of course, you could say all this is superfluous to Broken Age. If the guy makes a good game, he makes a good game, right? But the point needs to be said that for 1.5 years, we were waiting for the rest of Broken Age and waiting and fucking waiting while he was doing all this douchebaggery, right? So maybe if he was a little less focused on being a fucking asshole who doesn't understand any of the issues actually going on in gaming culture and instead just wants to focus on what he's told because he's a gullible fucking shit.
Now, if anybody knows anything about Project 7 and how that turned out,
then maybe
this
he
is
would have had time to finish
amazing.
Broken Age. But I digress. I don't know what the guy's personal life is really like. All I know is what's to the public, and to the public, he was acting like a fucking uninformed idiot. Okay? So now, fast forward to this year, earlier this year, we finally get word Broken Age Act 2 is coming out, and it's going to be the conclusion of the game. Now, some people were like, well, good, we're excited for that. Other people were kind of disappointed. They're like, so we waited all this time, and it's just going to be it. This is the end. Like, I hope that there's going to be, lots of new locations, lots of new characters. Will it be worth the wait, the 1.5 years of waiting to finally fucking finish this game?
More like 1.5 years of waiting to find... Well, no, it was like 3 or 4 years of waiting to see the reboot of Project 7.
Just finished Broken Age Act 2. I'm going to tell you, it's about a 6 to 8 hours, depending on how tricky the puzzles are to you, kind of a playthrough. And regardless of the difficulty of the puzzles, I'm not even going to include that in my final thoughts here about the game. Because, yeah, there's some puzzles that are easy, some puzzles that are kind of, genius, and some that are difficult. There's one puzzle where it has to do with music that I didn't understand it. Regardless of the fact that I raged during the playthrough or all that, none of that's even going to factor into what I'm going to say right now, okay? 1.5 years Tim Schafer claimed he needed to finish the game. I just beat it. Act 2 of Broken Age consists of the same exact fucking locations as Act 1, the same exact characters with maybe 1 to 2 new ones thrown in there, okay? It really wasn't Broken Age Act 2. It was Broken Age Act 1.5. Because you could tell,
like Project 7.5.
All they do is they took the old locations and had someone edit them a little bit to make it look a little different, because things have changed since Act 1, right? The ship blew up, so now the ship's damaged, and now you have to do different stuff. Bullshit. In Monkey Island, did you return to the same areas, for the second half of the game and redo everything again in a different manner? No. In Monkey Island, you went to all these unique locations to the end of the game. I recently just played Grim Fandango, and I'll be honest with you guys, I loved it. I thought Grim Fandango was original. There were some really difficult puzzles. But outside of that, the game had all these unique locations, and yeah, there was a very small part of the game of Grim Fandango that you replay, but for the most part, the majority of it is all new locations throughout the whole game. What is Tim Schafer's excuse? that for 1.5 years he held this game up in development, claimed it wasn't ready, and when he releases it, you're redoing the same locations and characters. Like, explain. I demand an explanation. I didn't even back this game on Kickstarter, but I bought it and I waited 1.5 fucking years for the end of it, and I want to know what he did with his time and money. Where was it invested? Because from anyone who watches or plays games or anything to do with games, you can tell me, if you can legitimately tell me that he did something with this game in 1.5 years that took that long to make what I just played, I mean, how can you justify it? Can anyone justify it? You're out of your mind. You know what I mean? It's absolutely out of your mind. It's insane.
This is like the most...
It's absolutely... I'm at a loss. Like, and then, of course, now we gotta talk about the big elephant in the room, the ending. There's no fucking ending to the game.
There's no ending to Project 7.
Yes, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the playthrough or you didn't play the game yourself, but I'm adding this video as part of the playthrough, so I'm assuming you watched my playthrough. There's no ending to the fucking game. There's no resolution. The people who want to hunt down the girls as sacrifices for their genetic reasons aren't gonna stop. Right? There's no resolution. What's going to stop them? They still got, supposedly, they still got other resources. Maybe they have an army, a military of some sort, and they're going to invade the realm beyond the dam to take all the women in and use them as genetic experiments to fix their bodies, right? What's to fucking stop them from doing it? At the end of the game, there's two spaceships crash, make a bridge between these little drawings, not even into the game. There was no ending. The game just literally says, well,
no ending to
time's up,
Project
and
7.
And that is insane. And I have to say this. I have to publicly say this. If you are going to take money from your viewers, from your fans, from people who are going to invest in something you're going to put time and effort into, you better fucking put out a quality product. Right? I myself started using Patreon this year, and the goals that I set for Patreon were based off of feedback from the viewers and fans, and people have been telling me I'm doing a great job, whether it's a new montage series, whether it's the fact that we have a new playthroughs that I only had to play 4 times for the requirements, and I played it 12 fucking times in 1 month.
Okay, let's go back.
And we're based off of feedback from the viewers and fans. That is insane. And I have to say this. I have to publicly say this.
I have to publicly say this.
If you are going to take money from your viewers, from your fans, from people who are going to invest in something you're going to put time and effort into, you better fucking put out a quality product.
You better put out a product.
I myself started using Patreon this year.
You started using Patreon.
The goals that I set for Patreon were based off of feedback from the viewers and fans.
Like Project 7.
People have been telling me I'm doing a great job, whether it's a new montage series, whether it's the fact that we have a new playthroughs that I only had to play 4 times for the requirements, and I played it 12 fucking times in 1 month. I'm going above and beyond because I am so incredibly grateful to the people who would say, we like what you do, we want you to continue to be successful, here's our money, do something awesome with it, and with everything, with this microphone, look, I'm doing my best to improve myself for you because you put your faith in me, both with your time and your finances. For Tim Schafer to do this with Broken Age, to have a game that's the same fucking locations, 1.5 years of development with almost nothing new in it, and then just end with no ending, he basically said, thanks for your money, fuck you, I took your money and spent it on whatever the fuck I wanted, and I don't give a shit if I could give you a quality product, because I already took your money and there's nothing you can do about it.
I took your money and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, let me go back to Twitter and insult people who support Gamergate again and tell Anita Sarkeesian how I want to fucking lick her pussy some more. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Like, there's no reason for this game to be like this. For the amount of time it was supposedly in development, this game should have been twice as good as any of the point-and-click games that Tim Schafer has made before. It should have more locations. It should have been 20 to 30 hours long. For the amount of money that people fucking invested in it, this guy is a fucking criminal at this point. And I was a fan of Tim Schafer before I played Broken Age Act 2. He's completely made me turn a 180 on my own fucking head, and at this point, I just don't want to fucking pay attention to anything he does anymore. Seriously, like, I feel disrespected as a gamer that's bought his game. Anyone who invested Kickstarter money should be pissed off. Act 1 was great.
The complete lack of self-awareness here is like the greatest thing ever.
Full of fucking eel shit. Like, that was terrible. Dude, I can't believe
this is literally exactly what he did.
And a fun plot and original characters, and then Act 2, the same places, the same characters.
You know what? He's actually worse than Tim Schafer, because Tim Schafer at least put out a shitty game.
No real good.
He at least showed
no
something.
Ending. Fuck you, I have your money anyway. Fuck you, I'm Tim Schafer. I mean, wow, dude. Like, seriously, I'm done. I don't care if Tim Schafer gets a big budget and makes the best game ever made. I'm not playing it. I'm done. He doesn't deserve another $1 from me. He doesn't deserve another $1 from you. And the bottom line is, hopefully, this game's so fucking shitty in Act 2 that people now will not finance his shit anymore. You know what? Maybe if he had something worth financing, a big budget production studio would finance it. Maybe he was an asshole during the development of Brutal Legend. Maybe he did be real fucking lazy and wasn't working on the timetable he had promised and didn't
wasn't
really
working on the timetable.
The publisher came down on him and said, "Well, no, you promised we give you the money."
You
and
promised we gave you the money.
I'm Tim Schafer. I'll do whatever the fuck I want and put it out whenever I want. I'm Tim Schafer. You can't criticize me or tell me what to do. So then he goes to Kickstarter because he knows if I take money from the fans, they can't bully me because I already took their money. Right? Unlike the production studio, the fans have no power over him. So he can make a shit game, and there's nothing they can do about it. Well, they can do something about it. It's called Don't Fucking Finance Tim Schafer Anymore. He's a fucking hack. He stole your money. He's washed up at this point from some.
Well, you hear Phil, guys. He stole your money. He stole your money.
Who loved Brutal Legend, who loved The Secret of Monkey Island 1, 2, and who loved Grim Fandango. Even I can see through the bullshit that is Broken Egg. Fuck Tim Schafer. Don't play shit anymore. Don't support hack jobs like him when there are thousands of hungry game developers out there who are talented. They might not have the big name of Tim Schafer, but they're up and coming and they're doing great. I can tell you the amount of indie games that I've been playing recently that are fucking good shit, and I am happy to see that. The indie games are actually becoming great experiences for a budget price. You can get a game that gives you as great of an experience as a fucking AAA multi-million dollar title.
The level of irony
I want to see more of that, and I think we're going to see more of that in the future. If assholes like Tim Schafer keep robbing people of their money to make lackluster pieces of shit like Broken Age instead of focusing on actually giving back to the fucking people who supported them. Tim Schafer right now should be unemployed. Tim Schafer should be living in a cardboard box on the street, but because the viewers and fans came out and said, we're fans of your gameplay, we're viewers of your content, we love it, and we want to support you, make a good game. He stole the money and made a piece of shit.
He stole the money and made a piece of shit.
You ruined it, Tim. You're done. You fucked up. And, you know, I hate to say it, if you think that you're going to be some kind of a vocal authority on feminism and gamers, you're wrong. You're out of touch with your core gamer audience. You fucked yourself with the shit that you said publicly. You're stupid Gamergate jokes at GDC. You think you're so...
Okay, so yeah, somebody's mentioning Phil buying a Hyundai. Why does Phil have to degrade my beloved Hyundais? I don't know. I actually, if I get a car someday, I kind of want to get an Elantra. I actually really like Hyundai cars. But it is what it is. So that was Hyundai. That was Phil basically describing himself in what must be the most ironic, least self-aware rant of all time. Anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my random bullshit. I need to go to bed now. Bugged work mechanics. Hopefully I won't have to work late every night this week, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do, but I digress.